Biden. You remember Joe Biden? Disappeared, right? Biden today expressed dismay. Dismay? I usually feel dismay when, I have tickets to go see, or I want to go see a film and I get to the theater and it's sold out. I'm dismayed. But according to this, Biden expressed dismay over Trump's response to the pandemic. Biden ridiculed him for not doing more sooner, urging him to listen to scientific experts. And saying of his plan to get Americans back to work by Easter, Biden said, "What's he talking about?" Come on, Joe, for fuck's sake, you can do better than that. You had 8 years to absorb Barack Obama. What's he talking about? The fuck do you think he's talking about? During an interview on CNN, Biden said this, quote, "He should stop talking and start listening to medical experts. What is going on with this man? He says he's a wartime president. Well, God, act like one. Move fast." Joe. Come on. I mean, I appreciate what you're saying, but you didn't go far enough. Why don't you say to CNN, I don't know who interviewed you, but why don't you say to CNN, they'll bleep it out. Just say, Trump, he's a fucking asshole. He's responsible for God knows how many deaths so far. 500, 600 in this country. He's a lying fuck. They could edit that. When you watch CNN, you're not watching real time. There's sometimes a 6, 8, 10, depending on the subject and the guest, second delay. I know because I used to work there. Biden also disagrees with Trump's idea that Americans begin to get back to work, saying that not enough has been done to ensure that this monstrous disease is under control. I don't think it's ever going to be under control. Is the flu under control? Well, fuck no. I had a flu shot and I was sick for 17 fucking days. So what does that mean, under control? Every year, 30,000 people in the United States die of flu. Is it under control? The coronavirus is never going to be under control. If it doesn't wipe us all out, and I hope it won't, it may become a cyclical disease like flu. It comes, it goes. It comes, it goes. If we have vaccines develop, not you anti-vax people, fuck you. Go wander around without your vaccine. It'll cause your brain to rot if you get one. But for normal people, if a time comes when there's a vaccine and we get the shot, maybe I got the flu shot this year. A lot of good that did me. Although my doctor said it probably kept you alive, even though you got the flu. But we'll get a COVID-19 vaccination every year. But Joe, it's not going to go away. It's not going to be controlled. Maybe by controlled he means if everybody gets a flu shot, only 40% of the people who got the flu shot get the flu. I don't know what he means. Biden also criticized the orange bastard for not doing more weeks ago to ensure that hospitals were adequately equipped. Biden said, quote, "We knew it was coming. All you've got to do is look around the world," end quote. But Joe, you're talking about the dumbest fucker ever to hold any political office, and that's really saying something. I mean, when you consider people who are in the Republican Party now, this minute, it's hard to say Trump is dumber than all of them, but he really is. He is the dumbest fuck ever. We knew what was coming. All you got to do is look around the world, Biden said. That requires the ability to observe, process, decide. Trump can't do that. Trump can't do that. He will observe and look for a pussy to grab. And if there isn't one, he'll just pout and go home and watch Fox. God damn this guy. Biden also disagrees with Trump's suggestion Americans go back to work, saying that not enough had been done to ensure, I just said that, the disease is controlled. He said, quote, I don't want to slow the economy. I want everybody back to work, but let's be reasonable here. Oh, goddamn. You know, Joe, you're about as inspiring as a plate of cold, wet, day-old pasta. You know that? You really are. There's no inspiration with you, Biden. It looks like I'm going to have to vote for you in the general election, but goddamn, only because I want to get rid of this monster in the White House. And there's no guarantee that when he is defeated that he's going to leave. There's no fucking guarantee. Trump has never obeyed the Constitution. He doesn't give a fuck about the Constitution or about established law or principles of governance. He doesn't care about that. And I've been saying this now for, I don't know, maybe a year. I hope I'm wrong. But if he's defeated in the election, he will declare an emergency and say, I'm sorry, we can't make change right now. Or if he sees he's going to be defeated before the voting occurs, he will stop the voting prior to the election. And that's when the blood will begin to flow. Because there's only so much that we left-wingers can put up with. We put up with these fucking goddamn gun nuts. We put up with the fucking preppers. We put up with the fucking Christians. We put up with all this shit. But I'm telling you, if this election is delayed because Trump knows he's going to be beat and he uses this as an excuse, there will be blood in the streets. You know that as well as I do. God damn. What a time we live in, huh? And it would take somebody like this monstrous prick Trump to defy the Constitution, to tell people, well, you got to have a national emergency here. Why? Because we're all in danger? No, because I might be defeated. I don't like to think about this shit. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcast. You have your choice. You can listen to The Ranting with the audio podcast or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com. And never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.